Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and in today's video we are going to be planning the month of March and the March notes pages. Okay, so today for the March monthly view, I'm going to be using a monthly kit from Planner Kate, and I will be using kits 116F and 116G. So as you guys probably noticed in my last video, in my plan with me, I have switched back to my colorful hourly. So while the colors are already green and nice and festive for St. Patrick's Day, I actually am going to still use this kit because it's a little bit more St. Patrick's Day than this month already is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. As I've probably shared before in my other plan with me for like the month of February, Kate recently reformatted her kits. I was about to put this on the wrong page. Reformatted her kit so that this strip is all one piece, which is really nice and makes it just overall a lot more easier to lay down for the month. Before it was kind of like a wrestling match trying to, you know, put down the strip separately from the big banner up top. I'm really loving this. My planner is about to be plastered with all things St. Patrick's Day because it's a pretty big deal here where I live in coastal Georgia. Look, that was like so easy. I don't know if I want to do the date covers, but I feel like it'll add like so much more green to the overall big picture, but it's already a lot of green. So I'm just not sure if I want to do that. It does include the large sticker strips that cover up these days that are not actually part of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. And what I really want to do is use this area to sort of add pictures and things like that, and sort of kind of incorporate a little bit of memory keeping in here, but not totally overdo it. But I feel like this strip and maybe even this side over here would be great to just add some photos for the month. So we'll see how that turns out. Now we're gonna add the this month sticker. Whoops. Let's see, I think it starts, let's just start right here just to be sure. All right, maybe it was supposed to go a little bit lower, but it blends in really well. That will work. So do you know, as far as like the no school, or my son's school schedule, I should say, sorry, we have no school. Here we go, right here. And I think I'm just gonna put that on the 18th. That's the only day that month. And I don't even have any days off. It truly is March Madness, like no days off whatsoever. Let me see what days our paydays fall on. So mine will be the 13th and the 27th. And then my husband's fall on the opposite day, or the opposite Thursday, opposite week, something like that. Oh my goodness. There we go. And then does it have, okay, it has 2 more paydays, which is awesome, but I think I'm gonna be short 1. Yeah, we'll need a, nope. Nope, we are just good with the 4 that come in the kit. There's that right there. And I didn't bring my son's track schedule down here, so I'll have to add that later, but that's totally okay. He doesn't necessarily go to like every single track meet for his team. There's some that they do meets that are specifically for the distance runners, and then others that are for those that are on like teams, like relay teams and things like that. I'm trying to think of what else we had for March. I didn't do a very good job of writing everything down in here ahead of time. What I am gonna put down though is that, because I don't even know what day the parade is on. Okay, maybe we'll just put down the date covers. This is like a monthly plan with me fail because there's no plans. But that's okay. We are going to roll with it. Okay. I didn't bring my little tweezers down, but I may cheat and use like these little scissors to just use, and I just lost the number. Okay, back on track. Let's see if this will work. If not, I might just have to deal with using my fingers or go get maybe the end of this might be better. Although that's kind of big and in the way. So for this plan with me, I also wanted to show you guys how I set up my notes page. I know that I didn't do that with you guys last month, but I think that I was just a little bit in limbo with which planner I wanted to use and which planner I wanted to stick with. And since I decided to go back to my hourly and just finish it out and be the full 12 months in this planner, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually use my notes page this month. And this is a super long month. And I feel like March always feels really long because February was so short. And to top it off, like I said, there are no holidays for us with the exception of St. Patrick's Day. But it's not a holiday where I get off from work. But because of where we live, for the most part, it is a holiday for the schools. They have always here in this part of Georgia taken off an additional day, either the Friday before or the Monday after for St. Patrick's Day. And I wanna say one year St. Patrick's Day fell on a Friday and they got the Thursday and the Friday off. So it was a little much considering right around the corner was spring break and they were getting days off. I don't know. I thought it was a lot. I know the teachers appreciated it, but yeah, I know for parents it might have been a little like, whoa, that's a lot of time off back to back. So, and now this year, spring break has been pushed back to the very end of April, which if I'm not mistaken, the year before it wasn't so late. So, okay. Work with me. There we go. I've also thought about moving my content planner situation over to this planner, but I'm not 100% on that because I do currently use for my content planner a Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly, which I paid for like additional notes pages in the back. And that has been super helpful for notes for certain things, for content, for YouTube, Instagram, all that fun stuff. And I'm not sure that this planner would have the space for all that. I would still end up needing a separate notebook, which kind of defeats the purpose. Now this sticker doesn't want to come off. Okay. It's still gonna be crooked. There we go, okay. Just a few more days to go. And my son has track every day, but I'm not sure that that's something that I necessarily want to fill out a sticker for every single day. Like I know he has track. I don't need a sticker every single day to annotate that. So I don't know that I want to put that on the monthly view. I haven't completely decided. Let's see. Okay, that 31's a little crooked, but I will fix it later. And so on the first, I do want to use the bill due because that'll just remind me, hey, pay your bills. Bam. Okay. I'm just gonna add in my own sound effects from now on. That's what I'm gonna do. And I think that is it. I know that this like looks super bare, but like for example, for February, I ended up adding in pictures and things like that and appointments as they sort of came along, and then I add in the track meets as they figure out which ones he's gonna participate in, if that makes sense. So that's why there's not a whole lot to add on here for right now, but I do love these kits. I feel like it just kind of transforms the whole planner. It looks totally different than when we started. I have a lot of these event stickers left, and what I normally do for the month is I'll just keep this in the back of my planner in the pocket here, and as I need it and as I'm adding things throughout the month, that's where I will get the stickers from. Okay, so on to the notes page. For this one, I decided to use the most recent version of the Erin Condren monthly collection sticker book. It's typically what I use on the notes page. For example, this was how my December months page look, and I just typically take one of the sticker sheets from the monthly sticker book and just kind of apply it, because it's usually something that matches for the month and it just ends up looking really cute. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm going to grab the March set, which is super colorful and has like all of this fabulous green foil. And I also grabbed a couple of rolls of Simply Gilded washi. This one that has like a whole bunch of Eastery rainbow goodness on it. I think that's even some boba tea on there and some 4-leaf clovers. And I think it was part of the same box that came with this mini washi roll that's red with the gold bows on it, which I thought was super cute and something that I could possibly use for the month of March. Okay, so I'm going to, one of the things I noticed that I just wanted to add is on the neutral, it says March here, and then on this one it doesn't have it. I don't really know the reasoning behind that, but I thought it was kind of interesting that it doesn't have the March, but it has March over here. I don't know. I kind of laid down some sticky notes of what I might want to use this page for. I feel like it changes every month just based on what I need. I'm just gonna put the March right there. And typically what I tend to do is I will have like a running to-do list. What I had for the month of December, let me go back to that. I had some finance stuff, family stuff. I did list out what I wanted to do for YouTube. I wasn't filming quite as much as I am now, but I did make space for like a home list, general to-do list, and of course for Christmas, it just helped to keep everything a little bit more separated. But now what I want to do is kind of just keep a large running to-do list. I'm not sure if I want to do social media here. Like I said, I have a separate planner specifically for that. But what I was thinking of doing was sort of listing out purchases, and I might go ahead and move that up. What I also like doing is kind of cutting off a space right here and putting some type of quote for the month or a motivational quote, something like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. And let's see, I think that I will take this green strip and kind of just put it right here. I don't typically write like a super long quote, just something. Sometimes it's even something like a Bible scripture or something like that. And then what I will use for the to-do list is, I try to generally use as much as I can, excuse me, off of this sheet right here without going anywhere else or pulling any other stickers, just so I can get the most use out of it. I will do that, and that will be our general to-do list. And then I will use this one, or let's see. I feel like you won't be able to see what you write as much on this, like the pattern is gonna kind of get in the way of things there, so I'm just gonna use this one for purchases. And what I mean for purchases, I mean like planner purchases. I hope to God that I don't make so many purchases that it goes all the way down to here. That's definitely not gonna happen. That is not in my budget. So I'm just gonna write that here. And the coil is getting in the way. Okay. And I think think what I want to do here, I'm still thinking of ways to incorporate this washi. And I think what I'm going to do is put this one right over top of that sticker strip right there. I think that that'll be nice. And that'll take up some of that space. Some of those white lines, or not white lines, some of the notes page lines. Oh goodness. The coil. I should have left a little bit more washi for me to grab. Okay, that will work. Now I'm just gonna add some of these decorative pieces, like this "You Are Magic," to just kind of fill in the space. I definitely want to make sure to use this quote. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just put it right across here at the bottom. All right, so I actually think that that's going to be all of it for right now. What I'll do is, like I said, all of my month-long running to-do list of things that I want to make sure that get done throughout the month will go here. And then as I make purchases, I will sort of log them here, not necessarily writing down like prices or anything like that, but just to track what I have purchased. And then throughout the month, as I plan my weeks, I will reference this list and just sort of go and somehow get that over into my week's layout and make sure that those items are actually done, or at least moved on to a week that they can somehow be worked into the schedule. But this way I'm also getting use out of this page, and it's in a way that's productive and that works for me. So that is everything for this video, for my month view and my notes page. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my community here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And I have a lot of, whoa, I just dropped my painter's knife.